Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a mother. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a mother. Smack at it. Bye-ya. 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 Orale, as you can tell by that thumbnail, Norte and Sur. Northern California, Southern California. Things have changed. Simon. Cabrones, things have changed. Let me give you some knowledge you can't get in college, man. Sit down here. We're going to give you that knowledge that you definitely didn't develop or learn reading fucking books in Hill College. Now, we're all used to norteños and sureños fighting for the last fucking 100,000 years, right? The war has been on. And you know, when a war happens, there's wartime and there's peacetime. And anyone that's up on game and anyone that's well versed in war knows that in war you need peace. And the reason you need peace is because that's when you prepare for war. ¿Sabes qué? Don't sleep on it, right? A real motherfucker knows that during peacetime, that's when you develop the skills. That's when you do the training. That's when you prepare for guerra, you know? And that's what real ones do. There's never no rest for the weary. ¿Sabes qué? Everyone, oh, we, yo, sureño, norteño. Everyone's always preparing for that next battle. Okay, and there's a lot of battles that get fought, and wars are won and lost on soldados' manpower and the wherewithal and the knowing to handle your business. Okay, so this is a war that went on 50 plus years, and then we had an end to hostilities. Okay, a ceasefire, a stop your asses before we choke you. Right, one of those went on, and it's been going on 10 plus years. Now, I will tell you this: it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing when the raza can come together. I don't care how or why or when or who said it. Fill me up with a let it. I don't care who made it happen. It happened, homes. And it's something that even in reflection, and a lot of us looking back, can't believe it still, after almost a decade of nonviolence, no animosity towards each other, we can't figure out why, right? Now, the big picture, of course, is because they told us to. That's it. Straight up on power, they told us to. And you're just going to do what they said, right? Who's they? Well, everyone should know that's gangbanging who they is. And that's just what it is. Now, but I wanted to talk about something a little bit different. Okay, we all know there's an end to hostilities. We all know that the animosity is not there like it used to be. But things are changing. Okay? And not for the worse, for the better. For the better. This has opened the eyes of a lot of street gangbangers, of a lot of people that were out there doing the dirt, putting in that work, making it twerk, whoever's doing however they're doing it. This has opened the eyes. Dust your lentes, I'll clean them, but to clean them, right? Open your eyes and now you shall see. And what it has done is that it had brought awareness. It's brought awareness to people that not necessarily would have stopped doing things and got along. Okay, even on this YouTube, let's take, the wind's blowing. Let's take YouTube for instance, okay? Prior to Gun coming to YouTube, prior to a lot of these raza channels, these prison-based channels, or whatever the fuck you may call them, there was a lot of animosity, a lot of friction, a lot of gangbang, a lot of net banging going on in the chats. You know, lives were off the hook. X3, X4, X5, what? What do you mean X5? Okay, what? Because I'm a little bit larger than others. People were arguing back and forth, and it was becoming unbecoming. You know, a lot of people that are about the brown culture, they're about the people, they're about just kicking it, relaxing, entertainment, and enjoyment. We're getting put off by the gangbanging mentality. You know, they were getting caught up in the middle of gangs going at it and a whole lot of net banging. You know, it's cool to represent your barrio, represent your hood, represent your clique, represent your village, represent your tribe. But at the end of the day, man, it becomes redundant and it becomes frivolous when you keep on saying it all the time. From 18, that's it. All right, that's cool, bro. 18, I said. Orale, homes. 418, that's right. No, it's the fucking 18th Street, home. Simon, I know where that's at. It's LA area, isn't it? No, we're fucking everywhere. 18. All right, homes. We know you're from 18, right? It became a redundant thing over and over again. Spence IET, I'm just using that as an example. But you know what I'm saying. On the north too, and Bulldogs too. People start to say things over and over and over again. And it's like, man, I ain't trying to be in that mix. I ain't trying to hear that shit all day, man. I'm just trying to come in here and see what kind of music this motherfucking Baboso's going to play. And at the end of the day, I'm getting caught up in gang-related issues. So they're going to hit me through a drive-by con un pinche IBM. That's just what it is. But things changed, and they're changing for the better. Nowadays, you don't see as much gang banging in the chats. Every once in a while, Vato might hit you with, hey, this is puro fucking north side fucking Baboso gang. Orale, right? But for the most part, you don't see that. You see a lot of unity. You see a lot of clarity. You see a lot of people getting along, not because they're from LA or they're from Frisco or they're from Oakland or they're from San Diego or they're from San Fernando Valley. Stand up, right? You don't see that. What you see is a lot of people getting along because they're grown men. They're Chicanos, they're brown, they're raza, they're Africano brothers, man. Sprinkle in the whites. You know, you see them getting along just based on the character of one man. You know, the character of themselves. They're being judged on how they act and the professionalism and the class and the respect that they treat others. And that's a wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing, right? And that's all a lot of us wanted to see. Okay? Now, in prison, you're going to do what you're told. You're going to follow the structure of your people. You're going to follow the rules and regulations, the policies and the politics that deem what you have to do while you're in there. And right now, man, can we be some friends? Let's be some friends. Where they're just all being friends right now. People are networking and working together to keep each other on the main line and general population, because there's a lot fucking going on right now in the CDC that I can't explain. Not explain, right? I can't explain what's going on right now. But I'm telling you this right now, definitely it's an ugly situation. So it's time for the raza to stick together inside, behind those walls, as well as on the calles. Now, of course, it's called the trickle-down effect. I said, sit down here, umpire. Sit down here. I'm going to give you the knowledge, right? A lot of people don't understand the trickle-down effect. Whatever happens with gangs in California behind them walls trickles down to the streets. It's not vice versa. It don't trickle up. It don't trickle up state. It trickles down state, right? So whatever happens behind those walls trickles down and will be adhered to, will be admonished, will be listened to, will be respected. So you're going to have a lot of people that you'll still have north-south issues on the calles, but it's becoming a situation where it's not happening as much. Some things will never stop. Some things will never change. Some people are going to feel a certain way because they feel that way that day. It just depends on how that motherfucker slept. And I said, my back hurts and shit. I'm going to kill someone. I'm straight up, right? You just never know. But at the end of the day, eventually, over time, people will see the bigger picture. Now, it tripped me out. Yesterday, I heard a song. Man, and it was a vato from Colton. You know what I mean? The Inland Empire, who dropped this song. And another homeboy from Colton was like, hey, can you bump this jam? I was like, I don't know. It's just to what degree of bumping it, because, I don't like to do the disrespect. I don't like to make anyone feel out of place. I like to listen to a lot of the southern and northern rappers that I know ain't disrespecting each other, or their music is about their bag, and their music is about fucking 64 Impalas and cutlasses on 28s and things of that nature. But when it comes to the disrespect, of the 90s, like, I could kill that if you want me to, or you know what I mean? I like it, but I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And it goes on both sides. So I have to kind of vet the song and make sure the song ain't getting related. But I said, fuck, it's la primera vez. Mira, it's right? And so I played the song, and it was a wonderful song. It was the first time ever I heard a song talk about the Norte and the Sur being soldados in California together, right? And I shook my head. I shook my head not out of hate, not out of wonder. I shook it out of, damn, we did it. We did it. I knew we could. I just knew we could. What did Marty McFly, right? Great Scots. I shook my head because it was a wonderful thing to hear the North and the Sur in the same sentence, bro, and there not be no animosity. And this was coming from a vato from down south that said it, right? Wonderful song. I had to play it a couple times because it touched on everything that I truly believe. And in that thumbnail, you see down south, Los. I just take Los, for instance. I know there's a lot of other places down south. Up north, Frisco, Bay Area. Of course, there's a lot of other places like the Valle. Stand up, right? But I just take these two places for examples, man, because they're leading the industry as far as north and south. And makes you wonder, yeah, there's a little slight difference in style. There's a little slight difference in flavor. Besides, at the end of the day, when the day ends, it's all the same. It's brown, right? It's brown and green. Was green? The mierda? That sounds like a fucking toilet bowl. Brown and green, Charlie Holmes. You know what I mean? Mine was green in the morning. I think that was all the alcohol. Anyways, no. Brown and green. Brown people trying to get that bag. That's what it is. Menudo. And a menudo style in a direct fashion, that's exactly what it is. But I'll see little things, you know? I'll see people that don't want to give up the ghost. I'll see people that still want to gangbang. I see it, and I just avoid the conflict. I avoid the confrontation. I avoid practicing what I preach. I avoid giving them the game, because the game is all around them now. You know, the game is all around them. Gangbanging and thinking you're hardcore in the streets, that's done, bro. That's done. It's kind of like back in the days when we wore Dickies. We thought we was cool, right? Let's get, I got the Dickies, homes. Going in a pinchy fucking white t-shirt. Motherfucker was mobbing thinking he was cool, right? Little did he know, everybody knew the only place they sold Dickies was at Kmart. Utterly, we got a spill on aisle 9, right? Yes, you were wearing that blue light special suit. And you thought you was cool doing it because, utterly, if Easy can do it, I can too. But did Easy tell you that he was at Kmart one time for his man? Utterly, Compton, stand up. Everyone thought it was cool to wear them Dickies that you got on aisle 9. Now, okay, people recognize that. In this world that we live in today, it's about clout. It's about image. It's about the way you look. It's about how you got them shook. So it's about what you win, or what you do while you're winning, and how you win while you're doing it. There's a lot of things that go up into this. You think Sasuke, even YouTube, I have to wear a new shirt. Sasuke, I have to put on a new hat. Because if not, people are going to be like, damn, Gunner's wearing the same old dusty hat. I want the broker, the baby Joker, right? It's all bad. They're just going to clown and continue to pick at me and clown me. But then I bounce back because I know I look smooth with a purpose. Right? But that's just how it is. Everyone is very judgmental, and they're judging the next man, especially when it comes to the raza. Oh, we like to cap. We like to clown. So we like to go on the merry-go-round. Push me. Right? That's just what it is. But back in them days, we didn't care, man. Our mentality was gangbanging. Our mentality was, fuck the enemy, shit. La primera ley. You know, that was our mentality. But nowadays, the mentality is more on the bag, the image, the clout, the way we look, how many hyenas we can get in. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Things have changed. Do I think they've changed for the better or for the worse? Well, so getting pants and funny haircuts are for the worse. But that bag and the way that you're carrying yourself as far as respectful towards the next man is for the good. It's for the greater good. Those guys might not like the way they're looking doing it, but I respect the fuck out of the gangster, the way they carry themselves. So things have changed. Clearly, things have changed. And all these people that have animosity, make-believe animosity, right? Towards the next man or another group based on geographical lines, and because they're down there, they're from up there, or whatever. Get it together, baby. Wake up. You gotta get up. You gotta get going, right? You're gonna see some friends of mine. You gotta wake up. Okay, times have changed. I'm not here to poison the youth. I'm not here to poison the manpower. I'm not here to poison people against being what they want to be. Be all that you can be in the army. Handle your business. But I'm saying at the end of the day, think and reflect back onto what you're really doing when you get up that morning and you lace up those Cortezes. So it's most of you don't even wear Cortezes. Orderly, what's Cortez? Yeah, I got a homeboy, last name's Cortez and shit. Says, I think he's from Spain, homes. Charlie, homes. I'm talking about Cortezes, fitted and committed, homeboy. Ben Davis creased up to the motherfucking socks. Higher the sock, downer the full. Con un penchy baby cuffs, white lines. House un belt that you have to do this way con letras XIV. Back in the days, bang, bang, right? Orderly, un white tee, creased up, JCPenney, Stratford, you know how we do. Orale, un hat, UNLV, us norteños le bailen, and motherfuckers were mobbing back in the days. And down south, the same thing. But the only different color shirts, different color hats, and the winners were, right? And that's just how it was. But see, nowadays it's different. Nowadays, con un polo. You know what I mean? A little peep that. Just a little, you know what I mean? For the awareness of shit. Orale, pants tighter than fish skin. Orale, you know what I mean? Oh, I can't fit. Why can't you fit? Well, I can fit. I'm just kidding, right? Bam, because I'm only going to bring them to my thighs, so they can fit. That'd be all right, right? Things that we used to think of, we used to call them biker shorts back in the days. But that's back when you were running track. I don't know. Or the Hammer, he was doing it. Go Hammer, go Hammer, go. Those are the Hammer pants. Literally, those are the pants that Hammer wore under the Hammer pants. I'm just saying. Anyways, things have changed. But they've changed for the better in some aspects. In some aspects, they've changed for the better. and I see it and I just trip out. I'm like, damn, it's going down, man. The North and South issues are really, really dying. Okay? There's always going to be Norteños. I know there are going to be vatos in my DMs. Fuck you, we're stronger than ever. I didn't say that, man. What's that? I said there are always going to be Norteños. There's always going to be Southsiders and Sureños, camaradas y todo my perros. They're always going to be there. So it's good. They're over there like, bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, what? Orale, they're out there doing their thing. They wiggle. You know what I mean? They got their own problems to worry about. In a Fresno fashion. Orale, Fresno. But when it goes down, it doesn't go down the same as it used to. Slowly but surely, it's turning into one thing, and that's a brown thing. Okay, there's always going to be the North. There's always going to be the South. There's always going to be people representing. There's always going to be like, fuck them fools. That's it. But at the end of the day, man, when you know in your own mind that you're going to have to go into prison and function side by side simultaneously against whatever adversary the big homies deem that week, then that's what you're going to fucking do, bro. You know, stop fighting the feeling. Don't fight the feeling. You know what I mean? We don't have to kiss. We don't have to. I pull out my. You can. You know what I mean? You already know what it is. Too short? That's okay. Don't fake the funk. Just do what you does, cuz. On Paru, right? And that's just how it is. So, I think it's just a situation where nowadays people have to really see what's going on around them and pay attention and be aware. You know, and this ain't just going for Norteños and Sureños. You know, I speak on Norteños, Sureños, but I was a Norteño out there pushing that hard line, right? This is going for the Africano brothers too. You know, they let that shit go a long time ago as far as the Crippin' and blood and all that, man. They seen the bigger picture, man. They got the leg up on shit. They said, unity! And they did it pushing blouses, right? They were pushing. Because guess what? At the end of the day, man, they knew there was a greater good out there. That greater good was called money, right? They wanted to get that money so they can get them big old fucking sparkly chains, and so that they could be out there doing it. And they did, right? So they got, so it's good. The race started, and the Mexicans were back there like, hey, you know, we want to eat at the taco truck too. They're already up there like, orale, Popeyes. They're mobbing, right? And that's just how it be. You know, it's one big race, and everyone's trying to get to the finish line. Raza, it's up to you to get there. Are we going to get there together as brown people, or are we going to step on each other's fucking heads and faces and necks and shoulders to win a little? Because at the end, homes, when there's no one there to celebrate the win with you, how you gonna feel? Because the brothers is like this. They, hearts of fire, creates love, desire. They're all in there on some fucking Philibalian Earth, Wind, and Fire, chilling at a party, right? Because they all won that race together. Whereas the Mexicano, because he stepped on everyone's head, because he's so macho and he has so much pride, he's there like, Viva los tres animales. Solo like Bolo, like a sideways leading cholo. And we ain't talking tongue polio or Mongolio. That's just how it be. You know, so with that being said, it's just something I wanted to touch on concerning North and South. It's changing, man. It's definitely changing. For those of you that are like, we'll never change. Change your calzones, because things are changing. Okay? Slowly, subtly, and for surely, you know, on gang. It's changing. The speech patterns, the way we talk, the way people carry themselves, the animosity, the friction. You know, things are changing. I think we're right on the cusp. Very close, right? To having a North-South collaboration in the rap game, you know? And the rap game, everyone knows that dictates the streets as well. You got the big homies that are dictating from in there, and the rap game is very tough, very strong. Youngsters see what they hear, and they run with it. And it's getting very close to coming to fruition. If you can't see that, homies, you're blinder than me. And I can't see shit, right? Bang, bang. Anyways, I hope that it materializes. It's a great thing for the people, for the raza, not only to come together, but also to open new doors so that we can win at the end, man, and be a better people. It's not about going against each other, man. It's about coming together to win together for power. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. I hope that you get everything that you want coming together. Or coming to, so I'm thinking about butt cheeks coming together. Come to you, right? Go out there and get it for your family. That's early as fuck this morning. I have to go places, right? So I woke up early to record this. I'm telling you my whole life story. You know what it is. Go out there and move fast for your family. Go out there and get the feria so that way you can feed them fucking frijoles and bacon. They're tired of frijoles going fucking, what's that shit? Sizzling. Make it happen. Go sizzle. You know, one time for your mind. If you like this, please hit that like and subscribe. If not, you can hit that thumbs down. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, which is the betterment of all raza, the people coming together. Like I said, slowly but surely, norte and sur, Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. We go together. So we can't be stopped, won't be stopped. Forever forward. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Like a ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You already know what it is. This is the gun. Bang, bang.